something about her, man. Was it her smell? Was it her hair? No, it was her sandwiches. Hey, what's up? Let's talk Vanderpump Rules. So, I recently watched the reunion and I finally saw the name that Katie Moloney and Ariana have chosen to go with for their sandwich shop. So I got my initial reactions to the name and let's just say I don't love it. It's a stupid name. Something about her meat.
It's almost like you're talking about in a personal way. So yeah, I actually liked it.
Katie Schwartz partnered with Sandoval instead of you.
It's not like we had a sandwich shop. It was just something that we were talking about doing in the future.
You just wanted to do something. You were bored.
Thing, you know?
Sooner rather than later.
Like Raquel said. Raquel has been telling it like it is this season. What's up with the place? I have the greatest name, by the way. They decided to go with the name Something About Her. Immediately it made me think something about her meat. Is it something about her meat? Is that the something about her? Her meat? Like, it's just not that cute, you know? The idea, something about her, like, something about her sandwiches. Yeah, it's kind of cute in theory a little bit, but actually it's not that great, you know? Because when you're referring to something about her and it's actually in reference to deli meat, it kind of just pulls the cuteness right out of it, you know? So I actually have a better name, you know, a solution. I'm a woman of solutions. I'm not just saying this willy-nilly. I have a solution for them. I think the name that she should go with, personally, is Katie Moloney's Baloney's. I mean, I don't know how nobody has said this before. I've heard recently that Katie Moloney is breaking up with Tom Schwartz. They're splitting. I guess she posted on her Instagram a picture and she's not wearing her ring. And she also liked a cryptic post that Kim Kardashian did regarding divorce and going your separate ways to find yourselves. And she was totally into that. So, I mean, I think it's true, and can I just say that means that her name is again Katie Moloney. She's not a Schwartz anymore. So, Maloney's Baloney's, it's just a great name. I don't know how nobody has said this. Yes, I'm being funny, but I think Maloney's Baloney's is pretty catchy, and it's better than Something About Her, because Something About Her, it's just super long to say too. Like, let's go eat a Something About Her. Yeah, Something About Her sounds good. It's just, I don't love it. It's cute, but not for a sandwich shop. I just think Katie's a little bored and she wants to do something, so why not get that Maloney's Baloney's going? I'm just saying. And I want to mention about Katie Moloney and Tom Schwartz splitting up. I want to say that I do believe this. I could see this coming. Even me, I could see this coming, because, you know, people want to say that, sure, we think the relationship was not great because we got to see the worst moments on TV. It's your relationship highlighted, like a relationship times 10 when it's actually being filmed for reality television. So we have to take it with a grain of salt, all the footage we've seen of them together. Like, imagine your relationship magnified so that the worst moments are the ones highlighted and are the ones that we all have seen, you know? But with that being said, if I want to compare my relationship supposedly to this relationship and I want to say, okay, it's just the worst moments being highlighted, are my relationship worst moments involving my significant other throwing a beer in my face? No. Are my worst relationship moments involving when I'm recently married, my boyfriend got blackout drunk and lost his way back to our room and ended up at a different resort making out with some random girl?
Yes, I made out with that chick.
And you didn't f her, right?
I did not.
No. Are my worst relationship moments involving my boyfriend saying that he is physically not attracted to me at all and that's why he cannot perform? No. Like, they have been so cruel to each other and they have just said things that are so harsh. They're just seeing when they get around to it with having a kid. It's like, dude, it's kind of obvious what's going on here. Like, also, my relationship, would I force my boyfriend to marry me through an ultimatum when he's not ready? No. And then would I be surprised that he's not ready for marriage? No. You forced him to get married to you. It was an ultimatum situation that he wasn't ready for, so I'm not surprised that he wasn't ready for this. You know, you can't force a guy to marry you, Katie Moloney.
It's a war, Derek.
I'm done with her. I'm done with Katie. I'm not marrying her. I'm not.
So I'm not surprised that this is happening. They are nice people, or whatever you want to say. I'm not knocking them. And I want to say that I'm not against Katie, okay? I'm not Team Tom, and I'm not Team Katie either. Because Tom, he never takes accountability for the things he does. He can be so cruel and lash out to her. He always acts like the innocent one. Nothing's ever his fault, never takes responsibility, yet he can lash out and be so mean when he wants to. He can just throw the meanest little digs in there, like, yeah, that's why I'm unattracted to you physically. You're disgusting.
Do not say that.
I've never been more turned off in my life. That's why I don't have sex with her.
Like, the things he says to her, like, that is not a nice person right there. That is somebody that lashes out. He just likes to play like puppy dog sad boy.
God, that's horrible. Like, that's not true at all.
So I am not Team Tom. And as far as Katie, she is really cruel. She is always looking for something to complain about. They're both together, they brought out the worst sides of each other. So the split, not surprised.
Stop talking. Talk about how your dick doesn't work either.
Oh yeah. I think the most sad part about this whole thing is the things that they're losing, because they just know that the relationship is good based on convenience. They have the same set of friends, they live together, whatever, you know, she gets to be a part of Tom Tom, she likes that. But I think the saddest part of all of this is the dogs, Gordo and Butter, I think they're named. I think that's really what's hurting Schwartz, is that who's gonna keep the dogs? It's probably gonna be Katie. So I think that's where Schwartz may be hesitant on ending the relationship, because of the animals, because, you know, they're so cute. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure that's gonna break Schwartz's heart. That's about the only thing that's gonna break Schwartz's heart. They've been ready for this breakup. I think Katie's been ready to get out there and do her thing and motorboat, you know, what she likes to do, motorboating ding-dongs apparently. So Katie's gonna be happy to be single, going out there with Lala, doing whatever. They might have even planned this, who knows, you know, Katie listens to whatever Lala tells her, so, you know, it's kind of funny that they're both single at the same time. Anyways, yeah, I think Schwartz is mostly going to be sad about his dogs, and that's basically it. I can also see Schwartz dating somebody that he is actually physically attracted to, and like having a successful relationship in the future. Like, I just don't think he just wasn't that into her. Something about her wasn't his type. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Bye. And please, Maloney's Baloney's, okay? Maloney's Baloney's. That's the one. At least name a sandwich that, on the vacation plan when it came to intimacy, but it's like, when you're under 30 or barely 30, you've only been married less than a year, and you're like barely being intimate with each other, that's a problem. Like, let's not rush into marriage and, you know, persist this relationship. Let's realize that there's issues here and slow it down. Just saying.
Investors now, we're working on a visual deck currently that should honestly be done today. And sent over to us. And then we can look for locations. Yes, a logo.
The last we heard, Randall was going to invest.
Yep, what happened to that?
That's not.
There's a line drawn in the sand. I don't think anybody would even take his phone call, let alone his money right now.
Okay.
You know, he offered $150,000.
Wasn't his money.
And what he then went and did was
ask a friend.
Approached one of Katie's friends that she was going to take 25 with his business partner.
I'm so confused.
So it's not like Randall was going to give the 150.
He was borrowing from other people. Someone that he basically yes.
Well, wouldn't you have a say in which partners?
He didn't tell us that he was reaching out to someone that Katie's
Wouldn't tell us a lot of things, basically.
So we're going to leave it there.
Wait, but if he was investing with one of her friends, then can't they still use that friend and just get the other 25?
Having a
Like, we just say, like, outlandish, mean shit that we don't mean.
Like, it's fucked up, and like, and it might hurt.
Okay, tiny dick, like, that's what I mean, like,
Okay, tiny dick, like, that's what I mean, like.